Hello everybody and welcome to The Long Dark. My name is Jobby Paws, and in the previous video we started out right around the camp office, right on the railroad tracks actually, and a wolf chased me. That was awesome. And then we went through all of the fish huts in the lake, and then all of the lake cabins, including the lone lake cabin at the end. Now we're just gonna sleep through the night here. So there's an hour left of darkness, so we'll just do 2 hours to wake up in daylight. And then we're gonna head back to the camp office, and then we're gonna make a trip to the Traveler's Lodge? Trapper's Homestead. There you go. That's what I'm trying to think of. Yeah, we're gonna make our way to the Trapper Homestead. So we don't have too much food, which is kind of scaring me a little bit. But we're full up on liquids. We got plenty of water. I did that right before going to bed at the end of the last episode. Oh, we're gonna go to the Dave's cave real quick. So we also did find a gun, but I've not found any bullets, so the gun doesn't really help me. Doesn't appear to be. Oh, the wolves are out there in the lake. Are there any cattails out here? No, doesn't seem like it. It is freaking cold out, so we'll probably step back into the camp office to warm up after I go to the cave.
Goodness. Made it through another night.
You made it through a night. That was your first night. We're already getting really cold. So we're gonna go through the back axis. Look at that, 2 wolves out there. The main goal is finding a knife. Finding a knife, you can at least defend yourself when a wolf attacks you. You can at least do some damage to it. The main goal is after hitting all of the main places on the map, we're gonna settle down in the dam. So that's also why I need the knife, just to be able to kill the wolf, at least to wound it and then, let it bleed out. So we're gonna hit this cave up here, where sometimes there's a body, sometimes there isn't. I'm pretty cold already. I just got the little notification for hunger, but I'm 3/4 full, so I'm good. This game is beautiful. The graphics are great on it. Yeah, when I wanted a survival game, this is pretty much to a T what I was looking for. Like great graphics. Wow, there's is there nothing in here? Well, that was a total waste of time. Cool. Well, thanks, Dave. Yeah, I when I wanted a survival game, I wanted, great graphics and no zombies, no horror. I mean, this game gets very dark, and like the first time I went into the dam, and the wolf attacked me, it scared the shit out of me. I'll be totally honest. But it's more like a real life, thing that can possibly happen. This type of scenario. So I'd say one of my favorite books when I was a kid was The Hatchet. And then another one that I loved was My Side of the Mountain. So those are two survival stories that I grew up reading. And actually, I just listened to The Hatchet on audiobook just the other day. So yeah, we're going through this clearing. Might as well pick up all these sticks. I know I called them twigs before, but I mean, that's what I like to use to start a fire. You know, you get some, what I like to call a bird's nest, you know, some very fine things that will catch on fire. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Good thing it wasn't running this way, because that means there would be something probably following it. But alright, so we're gonna run into the camp office just to warm up. Probably sleep for like 2 hours, and then we're gonna hit the Trapper Homestead. We'll hit Max's last stand on the way too, because it's already there. Or it's on the way there, I should say. Let's see here. Is there a wolf? Sticks. No wolf. There's a deer over there, so I'm pretty confident that there's no wolf sitting out in front. Alright, so we're going to go back in here. We'll warm up. I'll need to start a fire. We'll just go upstairs and go to sleep for 2 hours. That should get rid of my freezing. Actually, we're gonna grab that too. 2 hours, and then I'll have plenty of daylight. As long as, of course, a storm hits right now. I'm gonna go outside and see what it looks like. So we're pretty much all the way to 100%. I don't have any more sodas. We'll just drink water. I'm kind of hungry. We'll eat that. And we'll eat some sardines. That'll get us back up near the top. Alright. It sounds windy as hell outside. We don't have very good clothes, obviously, because we're at the start of the game. So going into a blizzard is a terrible idea. I'm just curious. I wanna look. That looks terrible. Negative 25 degrees Celsius. Cool. We're going back inside. And you know what? Let's break up this chair. That'll take what? Hour and 45 minutes? It'll give us a bunch of stuff. Cool. Let's do that. That's a bunch of cloth, a bunch of wood. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I feel like I didn't pick up the tinder plug that it comes with, but maybe I did. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention that much. So it's still super windy. A little bit more water. We're pretty full on weight. At least the gun's in pretty good condition. So is the magnifying glass. That's really good. We'll tear this up. Oops. Harvest. Because I only need one bedroll and the other one's at like 90%. It's at 90%, not like 90%. Got a bunch of cloth. Still super crappy weather. Maybe we'll kind of just doing busy work while we're waiting for the weather to clear up. Cotton socks, cotton long underwear. We'll do a repair on the wool sweater, hopefully, if it works. Will it work? Hey, pass. Alright, cool. 5 hours of daylight. We can make it there. It's still kind of windy. Let's go for it. I don't typically like to go out close to dark, but when we went out in the last episode, I went out, you know, like a couple hours after dark, and I could still see, which they changed. They made it so that, you know, yeah, it's dark, but, you know, if you walk outside, you can still see. -10 is kind of cold in the wind. It's still -10. Drink some water real quick. I heard a wolf. A piece of wood? No, it's just the entrance. Alright. So we're going to go to the Trapper Homestead. Try not to run into a wolf because it would probably kick the crap out of us because we don't have a knife or a gun. Oh, Jesus. Yep, it saw me. Alright. I'm going back to the cabin. Get to the cabin, get to the cabin, get to the cabin. Alright. We made it. It's still growling outside. So, that was exciting. Let's eat these peaches. They're not very good weight-wise. Use a can opener. You can heat these up, but I'm not super cold right now. So, there's really no need to start a fire. I've survived for a day and 5 minutes so far. Looks like we might have to, I don't know, entertain ourselves for a half hour while the wolf walks away. Hour and 30 minutes is kind of a long time. 2 hours is definitely too long. 4 hours of daylight left. "30 minutes. We'll do that. Sorry, chair. Alright. Now we're going to go outside and we're going to hope that wolf isn't there. I'm going to go out the front. Because he did chase me to the back door, so... maybe he'll be... I don't know. I have no idea. Typically, they go back to wherever they were. They have like a patrol zone. So, let's see. I don't see him. Alright, well, let's hit the road and hopefully not run into him. There he is. Damn it. He's right there. I think. Yep. Yeah. So, we could run up. Damn it! Nope, he saw me. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go tomorrow because I'm not gonna make it there in time today. I've got enough food to last the night, so we'll just we'll sleep through the night, and I'll start a fire to get a little bit more water and to build up my fire starting skill a little bit. Got plenty of matches. Kind of sucks. Typically you start out with wood matches, which are better than the cardboard ones, but I started out with cardboard ones, so I lose that little 5%. There you go, I failed. Start it with a stick. When we go camping, my dad would always, you know, after dinner, or not after dinner, but towards when it was dark. Actually, you know what? No, typically after dinner. He'd give us me and my brother, he give us one match. Say, start a fire. If we don't start a fire, then we don't have a fire for the night. So we're gonna do 1.5 liters. So yeah, that was always our thing that we would do every camping trip. Was we'd always start our fires with one match. Actually, it seems like they've reduced the amount of time that it takes to boil water, which is nice. That's helpful. No, never mind. Took 20 minutes. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me that it takes longer. It takes twice as long to melt the snow than it does to boil it. That doesn't make any sense to me. Reclaimed wood, especially over like an open fire, that just doesn't make any sense. Alright, we're gonna drink some water. If somebody knows the reason why, please leave a comment. Let me know, because it just doesn't really make sense to me. We're gonna sleep through the night. I like to do 6 hours at a time. Occasionally I might do 8 if, you know, I'm feeling lucky, I guess. Drink some more water. And then we're gonna do the peaches, because they're pretty bad weight-wise compared to the amount of calories. And then we'll do the tomato soup, because that's almost as bad. We'll do 6 hours of darkness left, so we'll do 7 hours. Feel safe with that. And then we'll get up, we'll eat something real quick. And then, oh, we got a storm. Drink the water. Have some sardines. So we are running pretty low on food. Alright. It is storming outside. So try and see if this storm will end. They did say the weather patterns were going to be a little bit more predictable. But so far we had a storm in the middle of the day and then now in the morning. So unless it's like every 18 hours where there's a storm. There it is. Alright, cool. Now we can go back out. 11 hours. Hopefully there's no wolf. I might have to just battle with it just so we can get going. I would like to have a knife though. Or some bullets. That would be helpful. So maybe we can find, well, typically you can find bullets at the Trapper Homestead. If not a gun, but I already have a gun, so I don't really need to. -19. Alright, we should be able to get there in time before we freeze to death. Let's see here. There's the wolf. Alright. We're gonna run. Don't you dare see me. Alright, so it looks like we're kind of in the clear, at least for a moment. See, that wolf was totally coming. He's like, oh, I know there's a guy that hangs out over here. Well, I left. You can hang out all the time you want, because I probably am not going back to the camp office. We're gonna hit the derailment is actually that way, but there's another couple train cars over here. I forget what it's called. typically there's like a med pack over here where you might be able to get something, a backpack, and a wolf, you know? I'm gonna have to let that wolf walk by. Actually, maybe by the time we get there, he might just walk down the hill already. Yeah, he's already down the hill, so we can just walk. Make sure we're on this side. If he comes back up, I'll be pissed. But at the same time, it's possible, especially with us walking. I don't know if they can hear. Oh, it's on. There he is, going over to those trees. So, tunnel collapse, there you go. So the, oh, hunting knife, sweet. Alright, so far we're doing pretty good. Nothing in the backpack, alright. Sometimes there's some firewood over here. Hey, we got a piece, alright, cool. Firewood that we don't have to get later. We got the 2 metal containers. Antiseptic. First aid kit. Painkillers. And another metal container, which has a lot of snow and a candy bar in it. Alright, so now we have a knife, so I feel a little bit more comfortable, at least. You know, if a wolf attacks us, we can wound it. So then maybe, you know, might be able to find its carcass later, which would be kind of nice. There's a bunch of big logs in here, but don't necessarily need firewood right now. I do need to warm up, but actually, you know what? I think we're going to do that. So one of my little tricks that I like to do is, we'll do this real quick and then I'm going to end the episode, but I like to start a fire and then chop wood. So the fire will keep you warm while you chop the wood, theoretically, so that, you know, you don't lose too much health. It's just a little strategy I like to use. Oh, damn it. Try this again. Oh, we're gonna need it for an hour anyway, so we might as well do the cedar firewood. Yeah, so typically I like to do this, because obviously you can see that I'm freezing. So this will hopefully pick up the air temperature around me. Come on, come on, you can start. Don't fail now. Just do that to make it a little bit warmer. The fire totally didn't help. Must be freezing out here. Alright, well, we're going to make a run for Max's last stand, and then a run to the Trapper Homestead. Typically don't like my health to get this low. Ooh, I got a sapling over here. That's nice. You do need a hatchet, which I do have. At least they harvest pretty quickly. Get up and over this hill where Max's last stand is. And then we'll get to the Trapper Homestead. So this is kind of a long episode. Because that wolf was not being very cooperative. What's up, deer? How's it going? Max's last stand. Typically get a bunch of crow feathers around here too.
I can use this.
He had a candy bar. And that's it. Alright. Well, over this hill is the Trapper Homestead, where we will probably spend the night. Yeah, 9 hours, probably. So, maybe, I don't know. Depends. Let's see here, I might go inside and then come back out to get... There's typically a deer carcass over there. Yeah, you can see it right there. There's a deer carcass in there. Get the hide, get the guts. Those are good to start working on. Yeah, because deer hide and guts are very important for clothes. To make, you know, some of the best clothes in the game. Alright, we are at the Trapper Homestead. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more episodes of The Long Dark, me playing on the Xbox One on Stalker Mode. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.